Let me check on my most popular video. Wow, over 5,000 views. This is honestly a milestone. Look at all these comments. Never have I dreamed that there would be so many. Let's check the second one. Wow, it made it to 1,000 views. It seems like this series of videos are so popular. Too bad there's no more shirts for me to talk about. Holy shit! Hello guys, welcome to part 3 of the most overrated series in this whole entire channel. We are going to be talking about the top 5 even more band shirts that posers abuse. And I honestly thought that part 1 and 2 were just going to be all of the shirts I was going to talk about, but no, there's a lot more shirts for me to talk about that a bunch of posers do actually abuse. And before I get started with this video, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. For all you people who just don't watch the video until the end, like on my first video, just know that this entire series is basically just meant for comedic purposes. I'm not being that serious whenever I'm talking about band shirts that like posers wear and whatever. Honestly, I don't care if you're wearing a band shirt and you don't know the band. I'm not gonna go up to you and be all like, hey, take off your shirt because you don't know it, because I mean, I don't care. I have my own life. You live your own life. In all honesty, the way I see it, you're actually supporting the band more by giving them money and by being a free advertisement, basically. Alright, but without further ado, let's get started with this list. First one on this list is Slayer. Now, I actually was debating on putting Slayer on this video because I honestly don't really think that a lot of people wear Slayer shirts and don't know who the band is. And also because most of their shirts have like depictions of demons and, you know, devil stuff like that. You know, like this shirt, it's pretty cool. A lot of these hype beasts and whatever, let's just be honest, they're mostly trying to be Christian, or they say they're Christian and they just don't like anything satanic and whatever. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. That was until I saw this one video.
What that means? All right, listen. What is that on your shirt? I don't know. It's Slayer. I'm a Slayer. All right, hold on. One more song. One more thing. Name one song from them. What? What are they? I don't know what they are, bro. It's a nice shirt. That's what it was.
That is right. This guy is wearing a Slayer shirt, not knowing what Slayer is. He even asked if it's a band, and he said he didn't know, and he just thought it just meant, you know, slaying, as in, you know, the term people are using now for, you know, like this, for example. Look at my outfit. Doesn't it just slay? Slayer? No, slay. Did you say Slayer? Slay. Fucking Slayer! But yeah, in all honesty, the guy was just wearing a Slayer shirt with just the name Slayer on it. Like, it didn't show any images on it. But I can bet you 100% that this guy, if he were to find a Slayer shirt with like depictions of demons and all that shit and whatever, he would be like, oh, I'm scared because there's demons and Satan in it. And I'll be like, do you believe in Satan? What else do you believe in? Santa Claus? But yeah, I've been noticing that a lot of people are wearing Slayer shirts, especially because we live in the TikTok generation. Eboys. I don't know why Eboys are just wearing Slayer shirts, Iron Maiden shirts, Guns N' Roses shirts, just like any shirt with skulls and just depictions of edgy shit so they themselves can look edgy, when in reality they're the ones listening to freaking Metro Station Shake It all the time. So yeah, stop doing that. Next one on this list is Van Halen. Van Halen, honestly, I just see a lot of people wearing the logo shirt, the Van Halen logo, in which it's very obvious that Van Halen is a band. I don't know why these people would just ignore that and just be like, well, I like the shirt. Van Halen has the most iconic logo. I mean, everybody, if you ask anybody that grew up at the time when Van Halen was big, they'll say that like every kid will just draw the Van Halen logo on like the back of their notebooks and whatever. In which, you know, I've done that too, because I liked Van Halen as well. This one is honestly a confusing one for me too, because I don't know why. I know they sell Van Halen shirts in stores like Forever 21. Hell, even Aeropostale. I saw it in an Aeropostale one time. I mean, I don't know what I was doing in there. I think I was just with somebody. Yeah, it's been sold as like an 80s vintage shirt, so I'm pretty sure that's what kind of makes it. And like most of these Van Halen shirts will have like this 80s aesthetic, in which some people will think it's an 80s video game. I actually met somebody that thought Van Halen was a video game and not a band. But yeah, I guess it's because people want that 80s aesthetic. I blame Stranger Things. I mean, if you like Stranger Things, that's great, but I mean, I still blame it. That one's a very confusing one, so honestly, tell me about what you think of Van Halen in the comments below. What you think, why these people are wearing Van Halen shirts. You know, some people are like, maybe they're more into the Sammy Hagar era. Well, that doesn't make sense because I don't think they know who Sammy Hagar is. Hell, they don't even know who David Lee Roth is. And you know, most of the time these people are going to try to counter their argument by saying that they know the song Jump. Yeah, I know, everyone knows the song Jump. You and I know the song Jump. You who is watching this video right now knows the song Jump. And if you don't, go listen to the song Jump. What's wrong with you? The funny thing is that the thing that a lot of people don't know about that song is that Jump is about a song about a guy jumping off a bridge. You know, might as well jump. Alright, number 3 on this list is another confusing one, and that is the Grateful Dead. Just like when I talked about the Rolling Stones in my first video, every time I see somebody wearing a Grateful Dead shirt, I don't really believe they listen to Grateful Dead. And if you do, then great, because honestly, Grateful Dead fans are really hard to find. I have a friend who's a huge Grateful Dead fan, and you know, that was a 1 in a million. And if you're watching this, then you know, like the video, because I mentioned you. Yeah, I mean, I bet a lot of these people don't know who Jerry Garcia is, and I honestly think the main reason why people wear Grateful Dead shirts is because of the whole tie-dye thing. I've been noticing like tie-dye shirts are coming back in like big fashion brands and whatever. People are starting to wear tie-dye shirts a lot more, and yeah, Grateful Dead is basically known for having like colorful tie-dye shirts. They sell Grateful Dead shirts and PacSun doesn't even have that many good, it doesn't even have a good graphic tee section. If you ever been to a PacSun, it's not really that great. But yeah, I've also read an article that was just like recommended to me when I was making this video. It was about, some guy was talking about how everybody should wear a Grateful Dead shirt, that because it matches with like just the regular jeans and his watch for some reason. Hold on, let me pull up the article. Alright, so I found the article. It's about a guy named Miles Teller, and it says Miles Teller knows that everyone needs a Grateful Dead t-shirt. And here's a picture of the guy wearing the Grateful Dead t-shirt with a golden watch, which honestly, if you're wearing a regular t-shirt with gold, kind of doesn't make you look rich. Personally, I just don't like wearing gold with anything. It just doesn't match with anything. It's such a flashy color, and I just feel like you have no balls when you wear it. I'm sorry. But this guy says there are a few fits in the world that are absolutely foolproof. The suit and tie, the tuxedo, the leather jacket, and literally anything. They make components like pants and shirts work together like classic elements, creating an alchemy of earth, fire, wind, and water. But not all fits have to be fancy and classical. Miles Teller attending a Lakers game in Los Angeles, blah 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 blah, the courtside. A Grateful Dead t-shirt featuring I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't know anything about Grateful Dead, and I mean, if he's watching this video and he knows about Grateful Dead, then great for you, but mixed graphics with denim is a perfect way to, with the golden watch and stuff like that. And he's talking about ice and fire and wind and soil for some reason. Honestly, it's just because this is GQ we're talking about. They're like a big fashion business thingy. And we have this guy talking about why everybody needs a Grateful Dead shirt. Just imagine some person watching this being like, oh, Grateful Dead, great. I'm gonna buy me a Grateful Dead shirt. Think it's a brand, not even looking into Jerry Garcia and his like, not looking into the entire discography of Grateful Dead. And I mean, half of these people have Spotify, so I mean, if you have Spotify and you have these shirts, go listen to these bands. There's really no excuse anymore. In which, if you're a Grateful Dead fan, please comment below. I need to meet more Grateful Dead fans, because they're really hard to find. But yeah, I found a video of Miles Teller and his gold watch, and you know, he was trying to pawn it. You know, here it is, if you want to watch it.
Does Bozo know what he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names. We're not calling you any names.
See, what did you want for this watch?
I want 500.
Nothing.
Give me my mother, man. Come over here and pick this bitch up.
Or what? It's a piece of
You.
you. Get him here.
Let's go, my man. Have a good day, sir. Have a good
Alright, so number 2 on this list is Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, in all honesty, I don't know anybody wearing a Pink Floyd shirt. I really don't think they're actually a Pink Floyd fan. Just how I think people wearing a Rolling Stone shirt are not actually Rolling Stone fans. I mean, let's be honest, Pink Floyd songs are like really long, and I mean, who has actually listened to the entirety of the Wall by Pink Floyd, except for actual Pink Floyd fans. I always see people wearing the Dark Side of the Moon shirt. Do you really think people know who Roger Waters is, you know? Like, I really just don't think these people know who Pink Floyd is, honestly. I've met people who thought Pink Floyd, the band, was Pink, the artist. I also met people who thought the shirts of Pink Floyd were related to the brand of pink sweatpants, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. I met people that thought that's what Pink Floyd was. And honestly, I really don't get why people would buy Pink Floyd shirts. I mean, I think it's just maybe the rainbow colors on the Dark Side of the Moon album, maybe on how iconic it looks. So, I mean, I guess that's why people would wear them. Yeah, in all honesty, every time I see somebody wearing a Pink Floyd shirt, I honestly don't really believe that they're going to be a Pink Floyd fan. It's mostly now like a 30% chance that they're a Pink Floyd fan. Maybe if I saw somebody who was like 40 or 50 years old, they might be a Pink Floyd fan, but I mean, who knows? And yeah, I can't believe I forgot all about this band, because I was gonna put this band literally in the first video, but I think I forgot all about them. And I was actually about to end the series in the second video, but yeah, I mean, I have to make this video now because Pink Floyd is one of the most, like, shirts that a lot of posers wear. Alright, number 1 on this list is a very important one, mainly because of the subject matter that this is all gonna go through. Number 1 is Joy Division, but mostly the Unknown Pleasures shirt. I've been seeing this around more lately, just thinking about, like, why are people abusing the Joy Division Unknown Pleasures t-shirt? Because, like, most of these people have not listened to this band, and if you are a small percentage of people that actually listen to this band, thank you, because, you know, I love this band, and the subject matter that I'm going to talk about is pretty sad. If you guys didn't know, Ian Curtis from the band Joy Division he committed suicide, and he had epilepsy, he had a bunch of depression, a lot of problems like that. He was also going through a divorce, and there's just so many things going on with him. And honestly, whenever I see people wearing a Joy Division shirt, I just hope that they do listen to the music of Ian Curtis. The guy literally made all this music to make himself feel good. And so if you're feeling bad or whatever, you should listen to them. But no, I'm seeing like the Unknown Pleasure shirt being a meme for hipsters and that they're wearing it a lot. And I'm just like, people are more offended of people wearing Nirvana shirts because Kurt Cobain died of suicide. Courtney Love did it, by the way. Yet we have people wearing Joy Division shirts not knowing about Ian Curtis's death and his depression, his epilepsy. I just feel like these people will not listen to a Joy Division song, in which you really should listen to that album specifically, Unknown Pleasures. I mean, Joy Division only came out with 2 albums before Ian Curtis's death, so I mean, definitely give them a listen. The sad thing is, I was reading this quote from somebody. It said, "Strange as it might sound, it wasn't until after his death that we recently listened to Ian's lyrics and clearly heard the inner turmoil in them." Bernard Sumner reflecting in November 2015 of many of the lyrics Curtis has written for Joy Division's second and final album. They didn't reach fame until after Ian Curtis's death, which is honestly the saddest thing to think about. There's a lot of bands and artists out there that, like, they will die and then their music will go up the charts and stuff, and they won't be there to live it, you know. And then here we are in the future having a lot of hipsters just abusing the Unknown Pleasure shirt. But if you're one of the people that got an Unknown Pleasure shirt not knowing that it's a band, I will just say listen to the song Disorder. That song is amazing in every way. Trust me, you will not regret it. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And also, I do have a part 4 planned for this series. This is what we're going to have to do for me to make the 4th part. I want this video to at least reach 1,000 views, and I want to reach 300 subscribers. If we can do that, I'll make a 4th part to this video series. So yeah, thank you guys. If you guys are subscribed to this channel, please check out my other content. I post comedy videos, vlogs, and just a bunch of other things. Follow my band on Instagram as well. We're going to be posting a lot of things in the future, and thank you guys for watching.